bottled water versus hydrogen water and what they don't want you to know about. Think about this. Bottled water is an industry. And the global industry, it's almost a $300 billion industry. And bottled water is no more than your tap water filtered and put in a bottle. Now, if you're drinking alkaline bottled water, get this. These alkaline waters here, filtered water, put in a bottle, and they've added certain things into it. So here, they've added calcium bicarbonate and magnesium sulfate and potassium bicarbonate. Basically, baking soda in your water, and they're putting those minerals that are alkaline. So they're taking your filtered tap water, putting it in a bottle, and putting minerals in it. Now, you believe it's actually good for you. But think about this. Water is a solvent and scavenger. You're gonna put the water in the bottle, and then the water's gonna sit on the shelf for how long do you believe? Well, think about it. If you're getting it from Fiji, and you got the Fiji water, it's coming all the way from Fiji on a boat that's getting really hot, and then we're putting it on the shelf. And if you go to Costco, you're gonna notice outside or any major grocery store, and outside they got bottled water for sale. It's 100 degrees out there. That whole time the water's sitting there and it's leaching in the plastic contaminants. Those are known as obesogens. Obesity is an epidemic. It's the toxins that create it because our body gets worried about these toxins. It stuffs it in the fat cells, takes that fat, wraps it in the toxin, and it stores it away from internal organs. Not only that, it's loaded with estrogen. Estrogen mimicking compounds your body believes is actually estrogen. The worrisome thing about this is it's changing the sexes from boyfish to girlfish. There's areas in the world you can go and do some research and find out that there's actually male fish turning into female fish. Then we think about the toxicity in the environment once we throw them away. Think about the Pacific Ocean. There's almost three sides of the state of Texas floating of plastic, 3 feet deep, and the fish are now consuming it. So that's your bottled water, and it's very, very, very expensive. This one right here, I believe, is almost $3 a bottle. In order to maintain adequate amounts of hydration every day, you gotta drink at least a half an ounce per pound of body weight per day at a minimum. So you'd have to consume at least 2 or 3 of these, and at $5 a day, $150 a month, $2,000 a year. 30 years later, you would have spent over $50,000 just to drink bottled water alone. So that's the scary facts about bottled water. Now we have hydrogen-rich water. So what we've done here is we have added a whole house water filtration system. If you don't know where to get a good one, we got you covered. We have the best. So we have a whole house water filtration system that gets out all the contaminants like arsenic, heavy metals. We have the pesticides, the herbicides, all the pharmaceuticals. It's getting all those out. And then we've infused it with hydrogen, which hydrogen is an antioxidant. So these create pollution and toxicity in the body. Hydrogen water is an antioxidant, helping to lower toxicity and inflammation in the body. And at the same time, it's gonna give you a lot of energy. It's gonna increase your gut health. It's gonna increase your brain health. There's over 1,100 studies on over 150 different disease models done to date on hydrogen, and there's more research all the time. It's a phenomenal thing. I believe it's way better than any vitamin out there. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do a little test for you. We're gonna show you the amount of oxidation in these different waters. So think about an apple. You cut that apple open, it gets brown, right? That is oxidation. It's from our environment. So these drinks here are creating more oxidation internally, and we can check that with an ORP meter. So we can show you with a negative charge that it's reducing oxidation, or with a positive charge it's adding oxidation. So we have here a positive 145. That's all the contaminants in the water. It's showing you that. The next one here, 162, 163. And now look at this. We have a negative here. This is our hydrogen water, negative 778. You cannot eat enough fruits and vegetables in a day to get the equivalent of 1 glass of this water. And another reason that you want to consume it is because your body naturally makes it, but it gets depleted very quickly, and we're not consuming adequate amounts of fiber every day to help our gut produce hydrogen. So when you drink this, it's going to supply the body what it already wants. And you can't get too much of it. I know with a lot of vitamins, you can over consume vitamins. If you get too much hydrogen, you're just going to breathe it out. Another huge benefit is any vitamin you eat, like let's imagine you ate an orange with vitamin C, you consume the orange, it neutralizes the toxin, and then you have to digest it, and it becomes a toxin itself. I know, it's a sad truth, but something that they don't really tell you about. Anything you eat becomes a free radical itself. Except for water, you don't digest it, you absorb it. So when you drink the hydrogen, it goes in, finds a free radical, turns it into water, and it actually stops and helps reverse the whole cycle of oxidation and inflammation. So for those of you that struggle with inflammation like itises, bursitis, tendinitis, colitis, arthritis, hydrogen is the solution. So if you want to know more about this hydrogen water, click that link below. You'd be so happy that you did. We also give out this water. All you got to do is just reach out to us and we'll be getting you some water here shortly. All right, until we see you, be happy, be healthy, and be free.